We're back with our third recap of this wildcard weekend. We've got the Broncos traveling to the Bills for our final AFC matchup. We've got Preston, we've got Calvin. So what are y'all's thoughts on this matchup?
This is a Joe Brady interview game. I'll say that, but really, if he wins this game, next game after that, and next game after that, if they go that far. But there's going to be a lot of eyes on Joe Brady, see what he can do with that Bills offense. A lot of eyes on Sean Payton back in the playoffs. Real interesting to see how he goes with that. I mean, we talked about playoff experience. Sean Payton's a guy who's there a lot. Had a little bit of a drought, right, with his tenure with the Saints and his retirement. But he's back. Got that team firing. Got a rookie quarterback, Bo Nix. Bo Nix versus Josh Allen. So just about to sign that a little bit of David and Goliath, but Bo Nix has been firing on all cylinders right now. And Josh Allen, MVP caliber quarterback. So, hey, maybe he can stake his claims even more towards his MVP campaign. But
even though this
we'll
is
see. I'm
technically
excited.
not supposed to count, but yeah.
But we know how it is. We know that these games matter.
Mm-hmm. I do think it's interesting that you mentioned Sean Payton being back because there is an interesting tidbit to this game. So first of all, this is the battle of the Seans, having two coaches named Sean. But another interesting note, there's a third coach named Sean also in the playoffs, Sean McVay. So if you want your kid to go be an NFL coach, name them Sean.
I think this game is going to be an interesting game. This is one of those games to me that confuses me just because sometimes with the Bills, you get a situation where they just either play down to the opponent or they don't really play to what we or expect them to do. This could very well be one of these games. Sean Payton, when he gets in his bag, he's one of the most lethal coaches in the league, I feel. He dropped, 40 points on the backup Chiefs team. He didn't have to do that. But he was just, I guess, putting the whole league that's in the playoffs on notice. Like, hey, look,
putting the league, trying to get Bo Nix shot at that Rookie of the Year. I mean, credit to him for doing that.
Person, what you think, man?
Man, I really don't know. I think the Bills got it, but it's also like I don't see the Bills losing this game either, to be honest with you.
I mean, if you dive into all the stats we got pulled up, I mean, really, Bills they look like they're the better team. I mean, we all know what that offense can do. I mean, it's one of the best, if not the best offense in the league, led by one of the best, if not the best quarterback in the league. They're 6-2 in their last 8 versus the Broncos coming in at 5-3. So both teams aren't playing bad. But the things that stand out, I mean, both offenses have gotten better in the second half of the season, as you'd kind of expect the offenses to click. The defense, though, the Bills' defense has kind of fallen off a bit. I mean, I know they had a bit of a tougher schedule, but you have shootout with the Rams, shootout with the Lions. Those definitely hurt your defensive numbers. You see the points per game first half of the season went from 19.2 to 24.4 to second half. What defense is going to show up for the Bills? Is it going to be the defense that can make some stops, can make some good plays, and go keep the team in it, let Josh Allen go win the game? Or is it going to be the defense that allows 40 to the Rams, 40 to the Lions, and makes this have to be a shootout? If it does turn into a shootout, I mean, the Broncos have kind of shown that second half of the season, they have an offense that can put up numbers. I mean, I know there's been some stat padding. It's definitely boosted by that Week 18 game against the Chiefs' backup practice squad. But offense has shown improvement with the rookie quarterback. Got Sean Payton there doing a good job working with him. If it turns into a shootout, they at least have a chance, which is kind of ironic. You kind of feel like it's the opposite situation that they want. Like, you either want it to just be some low-scoring battle and you're able to grind it out, but the Bills' defense is maybe the weakest unit out of all the units in this game, so that's definitely something to keep in mind.
I'm giving a buck, though. With all that in mind, I'm with Preston on this. I feel like the Bills pulled this out. We talked about experience with the coaches. Gotta talk about experience with the quarterbacks. I mean, Josh Allen, he got a little it factor to him. Bo Nix might have the it factor, but this is his first ever playoff game. And, I mean, it's going to be in Buffalo. We can assume that it's going to be snowing.
It is. I just checked.
Yeah, so, I mean, weather's going to be a factor. Obviously, he's played in Denver, so being cold, he's probably acclimated to that a little bit. Plus, he played up there in Oregon, but it's different. It's different when the Bills Mafia is screaming at you. And I mean, Bills Mafia is no stranger to the playoffs at this point. So I feel like Josh Allen, Bills Mafia, and the entire Bills team is going to rally and win this game. I wouldn't say handily, but I think it's going to be by a good margin.
It's going to be a 2-possession game by the time it's all said and done. I mean, I heard Tony Romo say that this is going to be the best game of the week, and I'm just like, there's no way. I don't see
he
it.
Must have the script for that. As I mean,
it's also
OT?
Tony Romo.
Must be going to OT.
But to be fair, he does make good predictions, but I mean, I just
because I mean that's what I'm saying.
I'm not taking a
close.
Tony Romo prediction in the playoffs. That don't even sound right. So
yeah,
true.
Because I mean, there's the whole case that you can make, like we're saying, like Bills defense are they going to show up, like the improvement. But at the end of the day, it's like you are saying, like the Bills are the better team. They're the more experienced team. They're going to up against a rookie quarterback, and usually you don't want to have a rookie quarterback in the playoffs. I mean, you do want to have that because that's good for your franchise that you're able to make it that rookie year. But once the playoffs roll around, it's not usually going to go well. I mean, shout out the Broncos for how they've overachieved. So it'll be interesting to see if they're able to keep it up, maybe make this a battle. But I mean, I think we're all Bills across the board, and it would be probably the upset of the week if the Broncos pull this off.